I need real love in my face.
When you're ranked in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option, he'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking for a deep man. Snatches it on the run. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Back to the ground game on the left. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice game. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Jennings. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Here's the handoff. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Running back searching for a hole. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now on 3rd down after that run. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. A low line drive and short kick. Oh, the ball's out on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball. I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
To the air, it's Jennings. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-break and you have to want to get it to your receiver quickly, but when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. There he goes. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. He's looking to throw. Bring in the heat. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Great timing there in the curl route by the QB. Gets it out early against zone coverage. Because he gets it to his receiver so quick, he's able to turn it up and get the first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Looking downfield on 1st down. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The option look. And some room to work. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Snap it to the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. We're not trying to ISO a corner, get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing that's supposed to go in the middle, those guys aren't taking the proper angles out wide. They're assuming where the ball's going, and that's inside. Good job by the defense, but the offense has to know where that play's supposed to go.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run, deep down the right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Firing to the right, complete. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Hard running there. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Grabbed in the middle. It's Booker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wide receiver going in motion. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Gives it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quarterback keeper. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. He'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got him downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And he makes another big play for this offense. And, man, if I'm this defense, at some point I'm going to learn my lesson. We're in the second quarter. He's already over 100 yards. Like, I better start committing some resources to this guy, or else he's going to break some records because he is putting up some numbers on the day.
Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Harry. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that play.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quick completion on the out route. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That boy is wide the fuck open.
Everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Louisiana Tech is on top, but it's not like Terry Bradshaw is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Arkansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Keeps looking downfield. And not much going on downfield. He just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. The give to the single back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And the returner is stopped. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
The give to the back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about it as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming, you really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turn.
Off the play fake on first down, lost the throw. Trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Got his man on the outside. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
3rd down play from the gun. Rushes on him. On the move, he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
To throw again. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's got it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
This is a design run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside the spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle.
Oh my!
They avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception. But there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the 3rd quarter. The defense just forced the 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
And the punt team able to smack it into the ground. fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You know, as a quarterback, the worst thing you can do when you throw a go route is overthrow it, because the only thing that can happen is an incompletion like it did right there. The best thing to do sometimes is to underthrow, because your guy can come back, make the catch, or fight through and get a pass interference penalty.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try the run. Runs for the tackle. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air, it's Jennings. He'll throw it. Caught over the middle, it's Nicholson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Booker. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the 1st tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the 1st down.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. That will be enough to move the chains and get them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. Off-play action on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia Southern. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Tigers heading quickly to the line. Looks as if he's going to run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse did. Well, for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Defense in press coverage. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. And they've taken the knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. So now it's 2nd and long. The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the